My name is Lisa Daniel, and I'm an artist in Tacoma, and I make large abstract paintings I pour on the floor. When I walk in the studio door, my shoulders go down like 3 inches, honestly. This is like my refuge, my sanctuary, my everything. The studio is just where I breathe so easy. I would explain the art walk as an opportunity for anyone who wants to get a peek inside an artist studio and see how they work. There's all these studios in Tacoma that are willing to open their doors and have people in, and people get to explain their art and how they do things. I think it's an education process for the public, and they really get to see that. I love Tacoma so much. I've got such a long history with Tacoma. My dad and I shared a studio at the Merlino Art Center in Tacoma a long time ago, before I had kids, before all kinds of stuff in my life happened. And he and I really, really loved our studio space. And my dad and I were one of the first artists on the very, very first art walk Tacoma ever had when we were in the Merlino Art Center. So that, we have a history with Tacoma art tours. I have, for the last 2 Tacoma studio art tours, I have had a couple of paintings that I'm asking help titling my paintings. Because I don't want to give anybody any preconceived ideas of what that painting is. I want them to come up and view it themselves and get their own life experience and add in what they think it is. The other is, it slows people down and it makes them really look. So if they look at this painting, they go, wow, I see this, or what do you think? And then they talk to the people that they come in with or their kids, and it makes the kids look a little harder, and you can see that just like all these wheels spinning in their head. It's wonderful. So that's the second reason, and it just, and you know, and I get a title out of it. It's like a party bonus, right? Yeah. I think I want people to walk away from my studio feeling informed and feeling inspired and feeling energetic, I guess, because I want my paintings to kind of make people feel something, and it doesn't, nobody has to understand them. That this is the thing that I love about the Tacoma Studio Tours, is that I get to talk to people about abstract art, and it isn't a thing, right? It isn't a leg, it isn't a horse, it isn't a this, it isn't a that. It's shape and form and color and composition, and it's all thoughtful. It's all deliberate. Everything I do when I pour, there's a method to the madness. It's all very, deliberate. And for someone to walk away and know how I do that and not get a preconceived idea like, oh, my dog could have done that, or my kid could do that, which I get a lot. But once I explain the process and they actually see me pour in one of my videos, or they hear how I paint, then it's like, oh, and then they realize that there's more to it than that. So that's kind of what I want them to learn. And then they'll go and see other art, and then they'll question that, like, I wonder how they did that,
So good. Excuse me.
Walk around. I've got cookies over there, gluten-free.